Hey team, hope you're going great. Bit of a change today. There's no intro for this. What we're about to do, the 100k video is it's just going to be for you guys only. We're not going to release it out to the public, just to make it a little bit easier for us.
Yeah, well, considering it's Saturday, and this time next Saturday you'll be racing.
Yes, it's already late. Apologies for it being late, but yeah, that's part of the reason why we're not going to edit it and stuff, so we can get it out quicker. And just had like stuff popping up this week, like this merch. Annoying, it's turned out awesome. The merch has turned out awesome. We're really stoked with it. But the few sizing issues there, which I think we've sorted you guys out now with the sizing stuff now. So thank you for that, and hope we're good to go. Unfortunately, we're going to be stuck. We're going to need to find some youth runners to sell some merch to. You know, any 12-year-olds that are looking for small men's.
If you want to CMF your family up.
Yeah. If you want to buy some merch for your kids and stuff, we've got some great small men's and extra small ladies sizes that are probably good for like young kids. Pretty funny. It's not often I have to size up from a small because I'm pretty small. Yeah. I thought it was, when I tried it on, I was like, I've gained some muscles from my Milo training.
Well, I think you probably have.
A little bit, yeah. But then, wasn't long after that, then the messages started coming in.
Oh, right.
The messages started coming in, and I'm like, damn it.
It's not just me.
Ego crusher. Yeah. Crush the ego. But, no, it's all good, yeah. Just a little bit short they were, the men's ones.
You don't want to see a man's belly button.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you don't want to see a tank top version of me running down the course. But the medium fitted all good. Small singlet was all right, but the shirt had to go up. But anyway, so yeah, that caused a lot of unplanned activity this week. Oh, good.
Business, eh?
Yeah. The merch, it's great. It's always something. Rightio. Anyway, onto this. Yeah. This is the 100k course. Yeah, and starting Kawerau, finishing in Rotorua. Make sure you give yourself about an hour. Hey, that's what we were talking about just before. Give yourself about an hour to drive from Rotorua to Kawerau. It's not the most pleasant drive. There's like some windy roads and stuff on the way.
It's been a few years since we've gone out those ways, so I can't.
Last time we took that road, actually, we broke down the bus.
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, we broke down.
And I think in Kawerau.
Yeah, yes, right by Kawerau.
Yeah.
We broke down in the bus. Yeah. So that was pretty stink. But a few windy roads and. But just give yourself that bit of time to, there'll be other cars, line of cars going out, that kind of thing.
Follow the leader.
Follow the car in front of you.
Fortunately, the 100k does start at 7, so that's a very civilised time, really.
Yes.
If you compare it to the miler.
Yes.
So, an hour's drive for a 7 o'clock start isn't too horrendous.
But basically we've broken it down into 3 sections. This sort of start to 37k section. Very flat mostly. Not much climb. That first 37k's takes you to the start of that Fenton Mill climb. It's getting a bit of attention, that one, but we'll talk to that as we go along. Second section being from the bottom of that climb to where? Miller
Road.
Miller, wasn't it? We figure that's the guts of the race we were talking about, wasn't it? That's really the guts of the race, where you got better climbing, more elevation, that kind of thing. It's
probably also generally in a 100k, it's a lot of those those tick box kind of Ks as well, and where if you could go out too hard, and you would pay for it probably from 75-ish Ks on, or you race smartly. And like you're going to do, and then, finish strong.
Yeah, and the reason why you want to race smartly is because, look at this, the third section, Miller Road to the finish is pretty nice, and it is a very nice part of the course. So yeah, about 1k or so before Miller Aid Station, or no, I think it's almost 2 actually, 1.5, something like that. You start descending down into Miller Aid Station, and yeah, I mean there's a lot of nice running stuff there from Miller all the way to the finish. Yeah, including that 7k's flat from the Redwoods, and even a few k's before that you got sort of 2 to 3k's of descent into Redwoods, so a lot of good stuff to go after Miller.
Yeah,
so we'll cover that more when we get to it. Sorry,
I was just going to say, like, that section you probably all pretty much know because you've either done Blue Lake 24 hour or you've done the 50k, because obviously it's obviously from Blue Lake it's part of the the 50k or the 21k course, so you would have
a lot of folks have done it. Yeah,
most of you have done it, but
that's right.
Which is always it's funny, like when you know the course you think, oh, this is gonna almost be like boring because I know the course, but there's an element of like really good because you just don't have to like cognitively think like, oh, what's gonna come up, because you kind of know, so you can hopefully like plan to what's to come.
Yeah, you get more of a gauge, a sense of like how fast to go, because you kind of know where you are in relation to the next aid station or finish line and that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
So 0 to 37, and we sort of identified this a bit of a booby trap, this one, as the start of so many races are, really, like because not a lot of elevation. It's quite fast and runnable. So this is all forestry road too. I mean, essentially, from what we know, more or less, most of the course to Okatina is forestry road, perhaps save for a few little sections of single trail that I know of around Outlet and possibly just before Okatina. Maybe a little bit around these other bits, a few little bits of linking trail, but for the most part forestry road or wide fine forestry track. Pretty nice underfoot, as I remember. The 100k, soft underfoot kind of stuff. Don't recall too much. There used to be a golf course crossing actually at the very start. That's possibly still there. Oh yeah, and there is a bit of single track at the very start. That's right. No, there is. On the whole, first, what is that to Okatina? What are we saying it is? 58, 59 k's. Mostly forestry road with those odd bits of nice single trail in there. All non-technical, beautiful running. 0 to 37 k's especially. I mean, look at it. Running my mouse along it there. That's just not a lot going on there, is there?
No, which I suppose it's like
a trap for young players.
Definitely, you definitely want to still stick to your aerobic
whatever we've told you, basically. Stick to it.
Your aerobic parameters.
Don't be alarmed if people are running away from you, like kind of thing, and you're sticking to your processes. Like that's a really good, because people will be like running away. For sure.
Yeah, you would definitely say this is like a fast 100k course, so that means that like the times of the winners is going to be fast, so it's like whoever's leading is going to carry the pace, right? So stick to your own race, basically.
Yeah, even like the elites have like absolutely roasted themselves on this course before by going out too hard. Like many stories. Our friend Will, who's also a coach, a few years back, what year was that? I think it was 2021. He DNF'd at like 97 or something kilometres. Like he just could not go on. Yeah,
he got pulled off. Yeah, Sulphur Point.
Could not go on any further. But he was roasted when we saw him at Miller Road, like coming off a thing. And so, I mean, he was roasted going up you know, from Okatina onwards he was done. But that was because of all this, you know, going out too hard in the start, chasing the pack kind of thing. So yeah, that's just it's a banana skin. It's a banana skin, that one. So just stick to your processes, you know, that aerobic, you know, parameters. Yeah, for the most part, it's that sort of RPE 3 and zone 1 and 2. You know, whatever it is that you're using. Yeah, obviously this is just for you guys. So if there's anything that you want clarification on, just reach out to us. Obviously, if you need to know what that number is, just for double checking in that, just, you know, reach out to us, obviously. But yeah, that's the first part of that, isn't it? What else would you say about it? I mean, I guess it's not flat. Like if we were able to zoom in on the elevation profile, you'd see there is little, like, you know, this little thing here down the bottom left, like that's a little steep up there. Like there is little steep ups and downs and that. And obviously it's a gradual net up along here. So it's just being conscious of what you're on. Sometimes, like some of these little gradual ones, you know, you barely know that you're on an up. So maybe you're going to be running, but it's just take a 30-second walk break every now and then if you feel like it's becoming a little bit hard and that.
Yeah, and especially like this is when like RPE comes into play a lot because, you know, it's early on in the race, you're fit. So even if you are like running aerobically, like sometimes the RPE can like kind of sneak up.
Creep up to 4 or something, yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe like with the combination of like, oh my God, I'm just going to run 100 Ks, then like it's still the start and it's like a bit of like, you know, that anxious anticipation. So yeah, just calming down. I remember like when I did my first 100K, like it was at Taupo and it's like quite a fast start as well. And then there was just so many people that went out way too hard, and I think I've said this in other podcasts and it's probably a good one to apply it to, is like if you're running around people that you almost feel faster than, you're probably in a good spot. You know, if there's people that are passing you that, you know, I guess you feel like you're better runners than them, then you're gonna catch them up like 40 Ks later. I think I started overtaking people about 40 Ks into my first 100K, and I went out very conservative, and you know I was just in the zone of my race, I guess, and it worked.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 100% for sure. Yep. So yeah, you'll overtake people in that middle chunk that we're going to move on to now, I guess. I think we're on to that bit now, eh? Yeah,
and obviously when we get into this middle section, you know, the day's going to get warmer, right? Because it's coming into, it can get warm actually. It's been very humid, even around like 8:30 in the morning, which is obviously going to be, you know, 40 Ks deep. You're going to be obviously past 8:30. So
yeah, I was just trying to work out what time. So I mean, it could be 6 hours or whatever on, couldn't it? 40 odd Ks, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, you're going to be like into the afternoon, late morning, into the early afternoon, mid-afternoon even for some. Yeah, it's going to start. Yeah, you're going to be it's going to be warming up. Yeah. So yeah, onto this next bit now. So this next section here looks very scary on the elevation profile. Looks just like a big climb, doesn't it? It's a mountain. It's a mountain. But I'm gonna calm the farm and say it's not too bad. I think it's a lot of folks are gonna be running a lot of it. And you'll same thing again. There might be some little pinches in there. Like if we were able to zoom in on the elevation profile, you'll see there's like some little sharp up bits in there, but then there's some little flattened down bits in there too. Little pinches, flattened down. Like I think it's not too bad. So this is, what is it? I've got it written down. The Fenton Mill climb.
12 to 13 Ks in about 450 to 470 meters of elevation.
Yes.
Which is
approximately 27 meters per kilometre of net gain.
I didn't read to the full sentence.
Yeah.
I stopped halfway and just put a full stop there instead.
That's right. So 27 metres per kilometre across that 12.5 Ks, let's say. That is not outrageous. That's not outrageous, eh?
No,
it's not outrageous. So, yeah, a lot of these little bits here look pretty good, pretty running. It looks like there's like some little pinches in there. Yeah, that's not a lot. That's not a lot of like gain per kilometre. And it's on forestry road, so they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd be more. Yeah, it's more. Yeah, and it's just that thing of same thing again. If you feel same thing again, what we said back here. If you feel like you're getting a little elevated. If you are like jogging up it kind of thing, then take a 30-second break, 60-second break to bring things down again, and then jog up it again. You know, some folks will be walking the entire thing, and that's all right too. You know, like you can. Yeah, hike up fast, but yeah, most will be jog, easy running, with a few walk breaks here and there, walking some of those tighter those pinches along the way. But yeah, and then once you get to the top of that section, pretty nice going into Okatina. So. Yeah, what is that? That's about 50 odd Ks. Yeah, so after that you got about best part of 10 Ks or 8 to 9 Ks, let's say, from the top of the Fenton Mill climb that we're calling it. Best part of it is 10 Ks really. Best part of 10 Ks of nice bit of undulating, no ups as such or no climbs as such, little ones perhaps. And then a nice downhill going into Okatina. So that's a lot to look forward to there. That's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have much else to really add to that today. I was just thinking that, you know, it might be the type of hill that if you're quite a fast hiker up a hill, that you might end up doing, you know, a bit more of that than running.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because man, you can get into a very fast hike.
You could do under like 10-minute Ks hiking if you're a strong hiker.
Yeah. Definitely.
And you know, it's saving your running legs for later. Essentially, you know, if it's I think that's again like with that RPE. If you're kind of, you know, it's running up it, it's like a 5 out of 10. And if walking is sort of like a 3 or 4, then just hike it. Yeah,
and maybe it's only like a minute per kilometre slower to power hike it as well. Hey, from like jogging to hiking fast might only be a minute per kilometre difference.
Yes.
Spread out over, 12 Ks, that's 12 minutes. Like it's nothing. It's like not a difference for. So that's an equally valid way to do it too. Yeah,
it's just time is really funny in a race. Just like you added 12 minutes on there, by walking, like you can easily make that up. Totally. It's crazy. It sounds like a lot, but it also is really easy to make that 12 minutes up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, especially when you look at the back end of the course, eh?
Yeah.
So that's a good tip.
Nice.
And then onto sort of the second section, I guess, of the middle section is leaving Okatina. And so to put this into perspective, this climb not getting talked about this year as much. It used to be the one that got more talk. So the Western Okatina climb, a lot of us did it in training weekend from the education centre there where we went, is 3 kilometres and 300 metres. So basically 100 metres per kilometre. And that wasn't so bad, eh? That climb, it wasn't so bad. It's definitely a hiking one. A few steep bits in there, but definitely a hiking one. So, yep, you want the legs in good nick coming through there, you know. And if we've done all those things that we've talked about prior, your legs will be in good nick for this nice hike up here. Yeah, you'll be strong going up out of here. No worries.
I find like whenever I've hiked up like steep hills, it sort of depends on like how my energy is feeling. So, obviously when I just go out for a hilly hike, you know, there hasn't been like 60 Ks run before it, and it could have been like, you know, on the day it could have been like affected with like, you know, food, time of day, hydration, sleep, etc. But sometimes if I'm feeling like really good, like it was almost empowering, like hiking up a hill, like a steep hill, and you're just like, you know, all you have to do is walk, and it's like you just get a march on. But then on the flip side, if I'm feeling tired and I'm doing it, like my legs feel like they're dragging, and it's like
if you've juiced your legs, it's so hard to have the power to walk up something steep, eh?
This is like when like strength training is going to help you, like, you know, obviously there's a lot of glute and calf kind of work hiking up a hill, so it's almost like mentally telling yourself that, you know, my strength work's going to help me on this hill, like can make yourself feel better about the hill as well. It's kind of like pulling in from aspects of your training, you know, it's certain parts to help you mentally sort of almost distract you or give you self-confidence that, oh yeah, I can do this because I did like strength training in my training.
Yeah, all those vert days, eh?
A
lot of us, that we did. So look forward to this climb.
Yeah, and it's like probably it's mentally good knowing that you don't actually have to run as well. Like,
it's nice to have a break, isn't it?
Yeah, like because
it's a beautiful. It is a beautiful part of the forest too. Actually, beautiful native bush through here, and it is. So from here onwards, from Okatina to Miller, it's a full-on native bush. No forestry road, just full-on native bush and nice trail. Nice trail. It's wide, like bikes use it too. Any technical bits? No. Mixture of soft underfoot. Few little like funny little downhill bits.
Yeah, and
you didn't go up there the other week, eh?
No, and there's like a zigzaggy bit that's a bit mountain bikey, which
but no, for the most part, it's like pretty.
Is it in the open? I can't. There's aspects of it.
Yeah. So that is a thing, actually. Yeah. So there is aspects of the course. From the Okatina to Miller, there is a few open bits, which a lot of us will be at that mid to late arvo or somewhere, early to late arvo. So there's some open bits there.
But yeah, we were looking at the weather, I guess. Like.
Oh yeah, it looks like the weather's looking not too bad, eh?
No. 24.
Kind of similar to today. So, whereas last week...
It's pretty hot.
Really hot. Late 20s, 28, 30, real hot. But it's cooled off the last couple of days, and it looks like it's going to be the same all through this week coming up into race day. So that's what it says currently. It says 24 and a mixture of sunny and cloudy, which is exactly what it is now, as we sit here near Rotorua. That's an on the ground report.
Yes.
On the ground. So what's next? Did we cover all
well,
this? I think we... done the climb. Then nice running. In the Western Okatina Trail. Nice running from there. And another bit of an up there. But then, that's pretty much the end of that section in a sense, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just thinking that sometimes when you go on a trail like this, it can like feel like it drags a bit. When you're on that descent, you like think that you're kind of like might be like nearly there, like a couple of times. So it's good to obviously, you know what I mean, like that kind of feeling like, you're because when you're doing 100k, you're kind of racing from aid station to aid station, and you've kind of, it's been a while since you left the last aid station, and it's taking you a wee while.
It's a bit of a gap, this one.
Yeah, and you've gone up a huge hill, and then you're like, can be feeling like you're hanging out. It's almost like the bush is beautiful, and then suddenly you're like, get me out of here. I want to, be out in the open, because like Miller Road's obviously a road, so it's more out in the open. So, it will come, and I suppose it's always good to know the distance of the aid stations, and then always check it on your watch.
Yep.
Because obviously, things can get out of sync, and so.
Yep. So yeah, that's what we suggest today. Is like we'll try and make them as well for you guys. Is having the aid station, name and the kilometre where it's supposed to be as per the GPX file. You can highlight green or whatever the ones where your drop bags are. And it's just good. Don't worry about putting anything about your times or predicted times. It's nice to just know the distance and the aid stations. And then when you get to those key aid stations, like, I would say, the Fenton, the Okatina, the Tikitapus, it's a good place to just check the distance on your watch versus what it says. And then, if you're going to be out there for 105k's, you're going to know about that as you work your way through the course, and you're going to know, like if Okatina said 62 when you left and not 58, then you know that Miller is going to be more like, you're going to have to add that few k's on to Miller, and so you don't get into this thing of this 14k section thinking it's never ending, because that does happen, man, and you're getting tired by then, so that is a 14k section there, Okatina to Miller. So
and obviously we just talked about the weather being not that cool, but who knows, it is what it is on the day as well, and maybe it's like an aid station where you've taken like obviously a bit more water than maybe you'd done like in a previous aid station. Like as you can see, like Road to ET to Okatina isn't that far
close,
but so think about that kind of stuff. Like it's funny, it's almost like they know, like the drop bag aid stations are like the key aid stations. So Okatina is just it's just known for one of the key aid stations. So depending on who you are in your race time, obviously it could involve like sitting down and just doing some of those changing of things, having a bit more food maybe, and obviously then allowing that time to fill in those two extra soft flasks, so you have like 2 litres of water.
Yes, that's right.
Opposed to like the normal 1 litre.
Yep,
2 bottles.
100%. And also the outlet to Fenton looks like a 14 to 15k stretch too. So that's a big old. And I'm pretty sure there's no drop bags at outlet. That is what. Not for the 100k. Drop bags are Fenton. Obviously, you guys can check that. We would check it if we were going to edit this, but we're not going to. Milers have drop bags at outlet, but not 100k's. I guess it's to prevent a funnel of admin for the outlet crew. That's a big stretch too, outlet to Fenton. Keep that in mind too. And even the start, but you won't really, it's not really such a big deal, the start, is it? But even to Totoki, that's 14k's as well. So some good stretches in there. Yeah,
it just depends on, you probably know this maybe about yourself, like if you're like the type of runner that when they start running they seem to drink heaps of water.
In the mornings,
in the mornings,
I do that,
it's almost like I feel like in a training run or a race, like there's obviously the anticipation, the excitement, and then you start it and you start like relaxing, and then your body is able to like consume more water, because like when I'm stressed or whatever, I find it hard to drink water, so it's almost like it has that effect on it as well.
Sure. Your body's naturally wanting it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm chilling out now, the race has started, the wait is over.
Into it.
Yeah.
Nice. So the last section is this sort of Miller Road to the finish. I've said Miller Road to the finish, but I think it's really sort of a couple of Ks, 1 to 2 Ks before Miller, you'll notice you're starting to go down this beautiful downhill around about 70 Ks through the race. Start to get this nice downhill in the forest before you pop out at the aid station, and that's some nice running. Then you've got Miller aid station, and then you've got a nice downhill down a gravel road, and then that turns into a tar-sealed road as you make a left-hand turn, and then you're basically down onto the flat almost, isn't it, for quite a while. You're going on boardwalks, across Boys Beach on some nice grass, little trails, roads through Okaraka. Then you've got a technical section called Tenant's Track just before Blue Lake, Tikitapu. Where are we? Tenant's Track, which is just right before. It's like 1.2 Ks before Blue Lake. That is the most technical part of the entire course. That 1.2 K section. A few routes, that kind of thing. Not really elevation. There's one section at the very end that's like, whoa, I've got to climb down that. That's but it's just that, and then that's it. And then like you said earlier, many of us have run round Blue Lake before, either at Blue Lake Challenge or in the second part of Blue Lake anyway. If you've done the 50k before, you would have run down the second side. So a 5k stretch is what we said in the miler video. You'll come out of Tenant's Track and you can smell the Domino's pizza at the aid station at Blue Lake. And you just want to walk over there. You can almost touch it. But you've got to go 5 kilometres around the lake. And it's quite just settle in for that 5Ks. There's only one way through that 5Ks, and that's through it. And you can't shorten it as much as you'd like to get to the next aid station. You just got to sort of knuckle down and put that put that section of the race in the box and just get on with it.
Because
that's what I'll be thinking for the miler anyway.
Also, obviously with spectators or crew, they can get to Okatina, but some of you may not be opting for that because it obviously involves like a bus and etc. I know, like Ultra, and I'm pretty sure that your wife and your parents are just coming to Blue Lake. I was going to say, obviously, like this
they can just walk over here,
I was going to say that's a good point, but also like this might be the first time that you've seen your family. I said this last year. I reckon around this kind of distance as well, like especially if this is your first 100k, like it could start getting pretty emotional, as well. That time of the race, like you're like, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to run 100Ks.
You've already run your furthest distance.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you might see your family. That always brings up, it's like, the family are often, your biggest supporters and all that kind of stuff. And just the vibe of Blue Lake and just the whole atmosphere, like it could, start welling up a bit, which actually is a pretty cool thing. Like it can give you like lots of energy and lots of like push through to get through the last like 20 odd Ks, obviously by the time you get to Blue Lake, but so I've just noticed that in the past, if you're that way inclined, if you're an emotional person like myself, then that could
good
happen.
time to start crying. That's what you're saying.
You don't need to start sobbing, but you could just have a little
have a tear.
Yeah,
have a tear. Enjoy the special journey, isn't it, that we all get to go on, whether it's your first or you're not your first. It's always special, isn't it, banging out 100k or ultra.
And it's so normalised, like 100k. It's always you always compare yourself to the distance above, and it's just a lot of runners can do these days, like the 100k distance or the miler distance, but it's not normal. It's
not
special.
everyone's out there doing it. It's still special,
It's just so remember
absolutely. Good point. tiki-tapu to the finish is where we're kind of up to, isn't it?
Yeah, bringing it home.
Bringing it home, sprint finish. So from here, it's pretty nice. You got that niggly little climb out of Blue Lake, which just feels like a mountain by that stage.
Well, it's just also it's on a lean. I think that's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
One foot is higher than the other.
And there's a tiny little hill actually to get into the aid station too, which is just a bit of a killer. But you get out of there, and then it's actually nice running. And this is what we were talking about like before. Like this sort of this 70k onwards. There's a lot of good running. Like, and 30k's at the end of 100k of good running is a lot of like time made up, so to speak, versus if you've cooked yourself and you're hiking it in. People will be hiking. Some people hike in, this whole section. I've seen it because they've juiced themselves. But it's the best. It's the best running of the entire race. Is all this stuff. So that's ultimately what we're kind of preparing. You're preparing for us to be running and racing, or just doing it. This last 30 odd k. So a lot of good running there. Before Blue Lake and after Blue Lake. After Blue Lake, nice. Yep, nice stuff. What else? A bit of single trail. Then it's into some forestry road stuff. Then the hardest part of this section is Tarawera Pa, which is a steep climb, but it's only a kilometre or so, 1.2 k's of total up. You've got a k of hiking there, and then once you sort of get to the top of that and sort of onto those undulation bits afterwards, then it's 10 k's basically to the finish of pretty good running, except for the stairs that are reintroduced this year. But that's the quickest way down to the redwoods, so just remember that
when you're going down them.
That is the fastest way to get to the redwoods aid station, is down those stairs. Last year they took us around the other way, Nursery Road, which added about a k and a half. So there's no shortcuts. You gotta you're either gonna run an extra k and a half, or you're going straight down the stairs. So enjoy that quick route down to redwoods. And then obviously, redwoods to the finish, 7k's flat. Yeah, it's 7k's or 7k's too. Just, it's going to be an hour or more for some. Yeah.
For sure, and I think it's just, probably from Blue Lake, it just depends on, you as a runner, how you've raced the race. Like, you can be moving actually still pretty well at 80k's.
Totally.
Totally. Like you might be sore, but your body's surrendered to the soreness. It's like, you've pushed past the barrier of like your body or your mind saying, okay, this is insane. I had a really strong finish in my first 100k. I was moving pretty well, and that was as a result of like I said, starting pretty conservatively, and I just got faster and faster as the day went on. And that's obviously not necessarily how your race will go, but I suppose it's even the mental side of knowing that that's possible might be helpful. It is what it is as well if you do go out conservatively, and still how you finish, and that's fine, I suppose. I like to think like every time that you go out and do a race, like you get to the finish line and the best possible outcome, and like overcoming the little mental blocks or the little blister or the GI distress, which hopefully doesn't happen because you don't go out too fast, but all that kind of stuff, you kind of overcome it, and then you can just
finish well. Whatever that looks like. It's like finishing well.
That's better than the actual time, because you essentially could get to the same time but have a horrendous time out there because you've gone out like too fast in the first 40k's, or you could
have a well executed race,
and maybe it's a little bit slow, I don't know, maybe it's faster,
They tend to be faster.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like you lost like that 12.
It's too long to.
Yeah.
It's too long to be forgiving and give you a fast time if you blow up. You know what I mean? Whereas like a road marathon, you can kind of, you can go out too fast, blow up at 35 k's, and struggle for that 7 k's, and kind of still do a pretty good time. Whereas if you blow up on 100k at like 70k, there's still 30 k's to go. It's still so long. Yeah. Oh my god. It's a long way.
But
yeah, cool. I think that's about it, really, eh?
I think so.
Yeah, you guys have got it sussed, eh? You guys are going to be awesome. And, we look forward to seeing you guys at the Shakeout Run, if you can make it. 4 p.m. start running time on the Friday. This Friday. And whatever, how many days it is.
Yeah.
5 days, whatever it is. Somewhere by the event base, we'll share the location in the Discord anyway.
Oh yeah, and also just on race week, if you're like feeling like the week is really dragging on, like sometimes in race week, like like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, can feel like they're just so long, and like maybe you also, like I've had race weeks where I've been like super tired, like on those days, couldn't be bothered doing anything, and then suddenly by like Thursday, I was sort of coming out of it. So if you're getting like super tired, or you feel like you're coming under the weather with something, or you feel like a little niggle is kind of rearing its head, like it's all your body just been like either preparing to do 100 Ks, getting some stuff out, or your mind playing,
recovering from taper.
Mind playing tricks on you. You're hypersensitive because obviously this is a big deal, but you just have to ride it out, and obviously take, like actions like sleep, or like maybe have like that lemon drink, or maybe grease that ankle or whatever it is. So you still have to do all that kind of stuff, but I would say by Thursday all of that kind of stuff would have gone.
Yeah, you can be a bit lethargic sometimes, and even like now or this week as well. Checking in with quite a few of the crew in that, different people, tired or a little bit niggly here and there, and all that kind of stuff. And I know, I've been the same as well. And a couple of nights sleep not so great because I'm thinking about my race, and all that kind of, I think our body starts producing cortisol and all this kind of stuff. So it's like balancing the getting excited thing without getting overexcited, and all that kind of stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Without being overstimulated and tiring yourself out, and it's all that sort of stuff. But at the same time, wanting to be mentally up for what we're going to do, and excited, and a little bit of nerves is all good too, without, as long as it's not consuming us or going too far the other way. So it's like a lot of like tension points there, like in that taper period, isn't there? In that 1 and 2 weeks, or race week and the week before, kind of thing. The training loads come off and all that. So it's all part of the journey. So
remember
we're all in it.
Remember to eat lots of food as well.
Yep. Add a few more carbs from that sort of Tuesday night or Wednesday onwards kind of thing. Not nuts. Don't go nuts. No, you don't want to go the other way and cause issues. But just adding some more carbohydrate.
We're not talking about binging here. We're just eating.
Yeah. Just add a bit more carbohydrate, or change the mix and the plate a bit so it's more carbohydrate. Obviously, if you already eat a high carbohydrate thing anyway, then probably no change required.
Yeah,
you're gonna be fine. But if we like a bit of meat and stuff, and so I'll be changing that sort of mix around a little bit, and that's just making sure I'm having a little bit more carbs on race week.
Yeah, and sometimes your body just tells you, like, you're just like hungry for no reason.
Yeah.
You're just like seafood and eat it kind of day.
It's amazing, eh?
It knows.
It does.
It knows it's going to do this. Your body knows it's going to run 100 Ks on Saturday.
The brain starts sending signals, to the body. It's quite amazing, isn't it? Cool, that's it. Alright, my friends, let us know if you want any other little videos. I think we could probably do one for secret supporter locations. I reckon that'd be cool. Like I do a members only one that's right quick to push out this week, I reckon. But let us know if there's any other little ones you want us to chuck into Discord and stuff. Sweet.
See ya.
See yous.